19 months of continuous bloodshed, and Israel hasn't finished its business in Gaza. They have bombed schools, markets, displacement camps, refugee homes, universities, hospitals. But still, they say their operation is not done. Why is Israel doing that in Gaza still today? We tell you.
The war in Gaza has entered a new phase. After nearly 2 months of the Israeli blockade on Gaza, first responders in the Palestinian enclave are running out of supplies.
Our vehicles have been targeted, so we are only working with 25% of the civil defense's capabilities with what remains at the moment. The siege imposed on our people in Gaza has affected the work of the civil defense.
On Monday, Israel's cabinet voted to seize the Gaza Strip for an unspecified amount of time, a move that could see Israel re-establish control over a territory it vacated 2 decades ago. Israeli officials did not specify what the reoccupation of Gaza would entail.
Gaza will be completely destroyed simply because it's entirely a terror infrastructure, above and below the ground, so simply completely destroyed. The civilians will be sent to the south, beyond the Morag axis, to a humanitarian zone without Hamas or terrorism. And by the way, from there they will start to leave in large numbers to third countries. This will change the reality, the history of the State of Israel for decades to come.
But the announcement raises alarm for the establishment of Israeli settlements inside the Strip. Palestinians in the narrow strip continue to pay the price of war. Israeli forces struck a school sheltering displaced Palestinians at the Al-Buraj camp in Gaza. People rushed to evacuate the injured and put out the fires.
Come see the rocket that hit a tent of displaced people. This rock and the mud here became black. It was burnt, dear people of Muhammad, people of Islam. The mud was burnt. So what would you think would happen to the people? What would happen to them? What happened to humans?
The Gaza Health Ministry said Israeli strikes on Gaza killed nearly 100 Palestinians across Gaza. Israel's Prime Minister Netanyahu says the operations against Hamas in the Gaza Strip will be intensive.
Regarding the issue of the hostages, Trump said there are apparently only 21 hostages still alive. What do you know?
Look, we know for certain that 21 are alive. That's not in dispute. There are 3 others where, unfortunately, it's uncertain whether they're alive. So the definite number we're stating is 21. We're not giving up on anyone, not on the 3, and not on any of the others. We want to bring them all home.
The war began on October 7, 2023, when Hamas militants attacked southern Israel, killing 1,200 and taking 251 hostages. Israel's massive retaliation has killed over 52,000 people in Gaza. Israel says it is no longer willing to accept a reality where such an attack can reoccur. Israeli troops are not only deployed in Gaza, but also at the neighboring countries of Syria and Lebanon. Netanyahu says he is prepared to end the war if Hamas gives up power, disarms and leave Gaza. But even after that, Israel appears poised to keep troops in corridors carving up Gaza. Hamas has offered to release all hostages in return for a full Israeli withdrawal from Gaza. But the militant group is unwilling to give up its arms. After 19 months of bloodshed and destruction, the lives of Palestinians and hostages still hang in the balance.